Hey guys, the show's about to start. Sit back, relax, take a hit, and enjoy.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. My bitch so stuck. I ain't honest, but I get the bugs, yeah.
I'm the one right in the chest, big dog. Full of white walls, no flex involved.
Let's see it. Tell me that you're lost without telling me you're lost. I get better, so my shit is never quick about
TokeTok Radio with Mountain Man and the Wizard. The Wizard. And the Wizard. And the Wizard. And the Wizard. And the Wizard.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of TokeTok After Dark, brought to you by TokeTok Radio, and this is your man, the Wizard. How you guys doing? So, it's another solo show, no Mountain Man, no Token. So real quick, I'm just going to get right into it. TokeTok After Dark, featuring tonight's specific subject, secret societies from around the world, but we're going to base a lot of our talk in the United States with secret societies. I'll brush upon a couple others that are around the world and stuff like that, really big ones that everybody should know or ought to know. But for anybody that doesn't know what a secret society is, I have a little paragraph ready for you guys to let you guys know what it is. A secret society is a club or organization whose activities, events, inner functions, or memberships are concealed. The society may or may not attempt to conceal its existence. The term usually excludes covert groups such as intelligence agencies or guerrilla warfare insurgencies that hide their activities and memberships but maintain a public presence. So that is the definition from Wikipedia of what we're talking about tonight. So real quick off the top of the head, when it comes to secret societies, I think of Skull and Bones over there. I think Yale, and or Harvard, Bohemian Grove, Knights Templar, Freemasons, stuff like that. And towards the end of the show, I will have the top 5 secret society groups from the United States. So I'll go through and I'll specifically intel on their memberships and stuff like that, where they're based out of, where they come from, a little bit of history on them, just little stuff here and there about them. But it's going to be a top 5 in no specific order. It's just a top 5 of secret societies around the United States. But, excuse me. And the smoke of the show tonight is brought to you by my boy over there at Mr. Zaza on Instagram. So make sure you guys go over there at Mr. Zaza on Instagram and check him out. Let him know that TokeTok sent you. But tonight's smoke of the show is lovely wrapped in OCB paper with a raw tip. And it's filled tonight with a little bit of bubblegum gelato mixed with a little bit of wedding cake. That wedding cake actually comes from our boy over there at Dustoff 420 on Instagram. Make sure you guys go over there. Let them know that TokeTok sent you. But anyway, right back to secret societies. Basically, secret societies is... Oh, Anonymous is another one. Sorry, just... Stoner mind. Anonymous is another big one. The exact qualifications for labeling a group a secret society are disputed, but definitions generally rely on the degree to which the organization insists in secrecy and might involve the retention and submission of secret knowledge, the denial of membership or knowledge of the group, the creation of personal bonds between members of the organization, and use of secret rites and rituals which solidify members of the group. So, without actually going out and asking these secret groups, like, how the hell do they get into your group and stuff like that, it's just bonded in secrecy, unless somebody comes out and whistle blows on them and lets them know everything that's going on. It's freaking crazy. But there's a couple books and encyclopedias out there that you can actually read, and they'll go more in depth. The Family Tree of Secret Societies. Alexander Axelrod, author of internal encyclopedia of secret societies and fraternal orders. So make sure you guys go there, maybe Amazon, check those books out. I have not personally, but I probably will brush up on my secret societies in future episodes. But it's crazy. David V. Barnett, author of Secret Societies, from the ancient and arcane to the modern and clandestine, has used alternate terms to define what qualifies a secret society. He defined it as any group that possesses the following. It has carefully graded and processed teachings. Teachings are available only to selected individuals. Teachings lead to hidden and unique truths. Truths being personal beliefs beyond the reach or even the understanding of the inevitable. Bennett goes on to say, a further characteristics common to most of them is the practice of rituals, which non-members are not permitted to observe or even to know of its existence. Barnett's definition would rule out many organizations called secret societies. Graded teachings is usually not a part of American college fraternities or the 19th century know-nothings cited needed. Historian Jasper Riley argues that Freemasonry is the world's most powerful secret society. The organization Opus Dei, Latin for Work of God, is portrayed as a secret society of the Catholic Church. Critics such as Genuit Wilmar, I probably destroyed that, sometimes refer to the Opus Dei as a Catholic or Christian or white form of Freemasonry. Other critics label the Opus as Holy Mafia or the Santa Mafia, as the organization is connected to various questionable practices, including brainwashing of its members to exploit labor force. Yeah, so the guys over there, the Christian secret society, they're pretty fucking wild. Like brainwash. I mean, every secret society has almost probably some type of brainwashing. So you would think so. Next we're gonna go right into like the realms, like an example, like politics, some stuff like that, like the realms. And we'll also discuss that some of these realms have actually made laws where secret societies can exist, and it may not specifically be the United States, but some stuff from around the world as well. So our first realm is politics, because some secret societies have political aims. They are illegal in several countries. Italy, the Constitution of Italy, Section 2, Articles 13 to 28, and Poland, 19, for example, ban secret political parties and political organizations in their constitutions. So, obviously, it's pretty sad that, like, I guess United States and up there's Poland, Italy, they make sure there's no crazy shit going on there. So, I mean, of course, everybody thinks, like me, the wizard, man, conspiracy head number one. Like, I was like, people just like drink baby's blood to stay younger, like those. There's like the shadow government is, I think, is a secret society of like the most powerful people on the planet that are making the world's moves and crazy shit like that. I think it's real fucking wild that, some countries would have to like really ban secret societies in their laws, like their constitutions and stuff like that. It's pretty wild. It's nuts to think about that the United States wasn't up there. Like I said, Italy and Poland was pretty. It's just sad that the United States doesn't have like a law written in for secret societies. It's nuts. So the next realm is going to be colleges and universities. Many student societies established on university campus in the United States have been considered secret societies. Perhaps one of the most famous secret societies is the Skull and Bones at Yale University. The influence of undergrad secret societies at colleges such as Harvard College, Cornell College, Dartmouth College, Emory University, University of Chicago, the University of Virginia, Georgetown University, NY University, and Wesley College has been publicly acknowledged, if anonymously, and since the 19th century. So it's fucking wild. I mean, like the Skull and Bones it's pretty tough. I remember actually watching a show called, I think it was called Skull and Bones or Skulls or something like that. It was pretty intense about that. I believe George W. Bush and his father, I believe, were part of the Skull and Bones over there at Yale. I know George W. wasn't in there too long. Well, Junior wasn't in there too long. I know he fell out of Yale and all that, but he was part of it. He was a I guess a quote unquote legacy. So he gets in scot-free. Probably all the tuition and all that's paid for by the U.S. government at the time. Just fucking with you, man. But anyway, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. British universities too have a long history of secret societies, such as the Pitt Club at Cambridge University, the Bullington Club at Oxford University, and the 16 Club at St. David's College. Another British secret society is the Cambridge Apostles, found as an essay and debating society in 1820. Not all British universities host solely academic secret societies, for both the Night Climbers of Cambridge and the Night Climbers of Oxford require both brains and bronze. So there you go. There's obviously like our Skull and Bones and such British people over there at the high class society table. They have their own Skull and Bones, basically. Everything I just listed, really. It's pretty nuts. It's wild. The secret society abolished and they're legalized is that of polymaths, is nowadays a legitimate academic association founded on strict selection of its members. The next basically platform of secret societies is the internet. While their existence have been speculated for years, internet-based secret societies first became known in the public in 2012 when the secret society known as the Syndica 3301 began recruiting for the public via internet-based puzzles. The goals of the society remain unknown, but it is believed that they are involved in cryptography. And of course, anonymous. They won't say anonymous because anonymous will probably hack the fuck out of them if they don't like what they're saying. But anyway, well, we are halfway through our show and we are going to spark the blunt of the show. And tonight's blunt, like I said, Mr. Zaza. Go over there, Instagram page, Mr. Zaza, and let him know that TokeTok sent you. Check out all his goodies out there. So, quick silence, about to spark the joint. Oh yeah, bubblegum gelato right off the fucking rip. I love it. A little bit of hint of that wedding cake in there as well. The little undertone brought to you by Dustoff420. Go check them out on Instagram at Dustoff420 and let them know that TokeTok sent you. Anyway, back to the blunt. Everybody knows that I'm a gelato guy. This stuff is freakishly good. Bubblegum gelato is really good. Really, 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 really good. I love it. Part to get a little spacey. Sorry, I'm getting all my notes together. If you don't hear me back in the... So, in this portion of the show, I have came together a top five of secret societies based around the world. A lot of them is known to you guys in the United States. So I stayed simple, nothing too crazy. I know real quick at number 6, honorable mention is going to be the Bohemian Grove Club. They did not make the top 5, but these are in no specific order at all. Coming in at number 1, the Knights Templar. So real quick, the Knights Templar were warriors dedicated to protecting Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land during the Crusades. The military order was founded around 1118 when Hughes Dunn Parnes a French knight created the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ in the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short. Headquartered at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, members pledged to live a life of chastity, obedience, and poverty, abstaining from gambling, alcohol, and even swearing. The Knights Templar were known for more than their military prowess and morale lifestyle. They became one of the most wealthy and powerful force in Europe after setting up a bank that allowed pilgrims to deposit money in their home countries and withdraw them into the Holy Land. So, real quick, secret society number 1 comes up with the banking system. Amazing. I know I did a lot of, I'm a big Knights Templar guy, so I did a lot of research on that. I've watched a lot of shows and stuff like that, and the Knights Templar are really they're really good at what they did on history. I know, like they said, they just light the joint. Oh, they just basically make the first ATM, basically. So if you did it in your hometown and you gave them money, you traveled all the way to the Holy Land, Jerusalem, you can withdraw that money, basically, and it's fucking wild. I know they also made the first anti-theft with these certain things. It was cowhide, and it was a certain type of cow that had a certain type of marking within the hide, and only like the rich people can get this this hide, and it was really hard to come by anyway. And that's just how their first like anti-theft or basically saying like, hey, I didn't take that money out. But yeah, no, you can falsify it and have all that stuff. It's pretty nuts. But yeah, it was, I'm not even gonna lie, like it was nuts how they got basically exterminated. When the Crusades came to an end, after all, the Knights Templar withdrew to Paris, where they focused on their banking endeavors. On October 13th, 1307, King Philip VII of France, whom the Knights Templars had denied additional loans, had a group of knights arrested and tortured until they false confessions of depravity. In 1309, as the city of Paris watched, dozens of Knights Templars were burned at the stake for their alleged crimes, under pressure from the French crown pope. Clement V formally dissolved the order in 1312 and redistributed their wealth. Damn, rumors that the Knights Templar grounded artifacts like the Holy Grail and Shroud of Turin began bubbling up among conspiracy theorists. Popular books and films like The Da Vinci Code continue to inspire curiosity about the Knights Templar today. Definitely. I really enjoyed the Knights Templar, basically their background and stuff like that. There's the Da Vinci's Code is amazing. When it goes over there, Netflix called Nightfall. It's a really good film about the Knights Templar and how they began. It basically right before King Philip did what he did. There's only 2 seasons, and I'm pretty sure they're canceled. So I know it's gonna suck if you watch it. I know I started watching it and was like, ooh. Like, that's crazy. It's nuts. But at number 2, the Freemasons. The Freemasons loom large in American history. After all, 13 of the 39 men who signed the U.S. Constitution were Freemasons. Founding fathers like George Washington, James Monroe, Benjamin Franklin, John Hancock, Paul Revere, all counted themselves as members of the fraternal order. But who are the Freemasons? We don't know. We're about to find out. Sorry, getting a little high. Sorry. The Freemasons can trace their roots to the Middle Age in Europe, a time when most craftsmen were organized into local guilds. Citadel builders, by nature of their professions, had to travel from city to city. They identified one another via signs of their trade, like the builder, square, and compass, and the masonry's now iconic symbol. I love it. The earliest reference of the Freemasons is in Poem, which was published in 1390, but the Freemasonry as we know it today was founded in 1717 when 4 London lodges merged to form England's first Grand Lodge. Freemasonry quickly spread across Europe and the American colonies. Love it. Joint's good too. Love it. Hopefully love the background music too. Pretty wicked stuff. But let's go into the Freemason beliefs real quick before we go on to number 3. Freemasonry is not a religion, though members are encouraged to believe in a supreme being or grand artifact of the universe. Masonic temples and secret rituals have brought them into conflict with the Catholic Church. The Church first condemned the Freemasons in 1738 and has gone on to issue around 20 decrees against them. In 1985, the Roman Catholic bishops restated over 200 years worth of these strictures in the face of an increased number of Catholics joining the order. The Church wasn't their only enemy. The secret society of the Masons garnered such distrust in early America that has inspired America's first third party, the anti-Masonic party. Masonic party. Woo. So, Freemasons, we all know. If you really want to know what the Freemasons did or were and all that, you guys need to go over there to Disney Plus and check out National Treasure featuring my boy Nick Cage. And National Treasure 2. Really good movies about like this stuff, the Freemasons and all that. I know he said, like, the whole kind of crazy shit's going on in there. Whole kind of crazy shit. But number 3, the Illuminati. The Illuminati was founded by Professor Adam Winspeck in Brava on May 1st, 1776. Chafing at the power of conservative Catholic Church and the monarchy sought to cast aside organized religion in favor of a new form of illumination through reason. Inspired by the spread of the Enlightenment across Europe, he also drew upon ideas expressed by the Jesuits. He was a former member. The mysteries of the 7 sagas of Memphis, the Calablaha. That's funny as shit. I'm so high. And the Freemasons. He recruited heavily from the Lather Group, infiltrating Masonic lodges in his quest to recruit some of the wealthiest and most influential men in Europe. Love it. The Illuminati, they are everything. The all-seeing eye, all that noise, all of our, I believe, all of our, basically, artists, stuff like that, Jay-Z, people like that, Eminem, gonna drop Eminem. I know they're all part of it. That's my conspiracy inside of me. They're all fucking part of it. But my boy Jim calling them out, I think he was either a part of it or he wanted to be a part of it, saw what they really did and was like, I don't know about that. But he's not really like a whistleblower, but he's definitely calling them out about a bunch of shit. Which I love it. I'm not a huge Jim Carrey fan when it comes up his politics and stuff like that, but when he talks shit about and mocks the Illuminati, I love it. It's amazing. Who wouldn't want to? It's pretty wild. So, number 4, like we talked about it earlier today from Yale, Skull and Bones. The Order of Skull and Bones is a secret society founded at Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut. In 1832, Skull and Bones founder William Huntington Russell was inspired by a cult society he's visited in Germany. His co-founder was Taft, future Secretary of War under President Grant, and father of President William Howard Taft, who would also become a member of the Skull and Bones. The prominent list of bonesmen includes several president and modern-day power brokers. Wild. How do you join the Skull and Bones, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Each year, 15 seniors at Yale University are tapped to join Skull and Bones. Their names are published in the Yale Rumpus, though what happens behind the closed doors of the tomb, the windowless meeting space where the bonesmen gather twice a week, is under wraps. Members take an oath of secrecy. Graduate members are referred to as patriarchs. Well, those undergoing initiation are called knights. Outsiders of the group are called barbarians. Love it! So they're just not called normies or nothing like that. They're called barbarians. I love it. It's like muggles. Pretty fucking wild. Famous Skull and Bone members include Presidents William Howard Taft, George W. Bush and son, George W.H. Bush, W.H. Holy George W. Bush, founder of Time magazine Henry Luce, former Secretary of State and presidential hopeful John Kerry, Fortune 500 elites, and members of the CIA. The confidential 1986 Expo, America's Secret Establishment by Anthony Sutton claimed the Skull and Bones were out to create a new world order ran by bonesmen, prompting Marnade conspiracy theories. The symbol of Skull and Bones is appropriately a skull with two crossbones, which less clears the meaning of the number 322 beneath them. Yale Alumni magazine points to a popular theory that it represents the year 322 BC when Alexander the Great died. So what Alexander the Great, what the fuck does he have to do with the Skull and Bones? I don't know. Not too sure. I don't know. I'll get back to you guys on that. I'll put it on the Instagram over there at TokeTok_radio. I'll put it up there and let you guys know we talked about it. And I'll figure out like a little bit more in depth of why Alexander the Great, like why his name, like, I mean, like why his number 322 BC. Not 100%. Not sure. But at number 5, Bilderberg Conference, 1966. The 1966 conference took place in Wiesbaden, Germany, where leading American and Europeans met, including NATO Secretary General Manolo Barroso. The first meeting was in 1954 and held in the Hotel Blindenberg in the Netherlands, from which the organization gets its name. Convened by Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands. It was a gathering of most powerful politicians from North America and Europe designed to foster warmer relations between the two continents among fears of growing anti-Americanism in Europe. So at one point, the Americans were getting shitted on by the Europeans, like the anti-Americanism. That's fucking wild. Why not strictly a secret society like the Illuminati or Freemasons? High-profile attendees, previous guests have included Bill Clinton, Margaret Thatcher, Angelina Merkel, Tom Blair, and Henry Kissinger, and is used of the Cardingham House rule blocking attendees from sharing what actually happens in meetings, gives the group an air of mystery. Journalists are barred from reporting on it. Meeting minutes are not released. How do you get invited to one of these meetings, you ask? I will tell you. Attendees are selected by dedicated international committee. Every year, about 120 to 140 people are invited, with about 2/3 coming from Europe and 1/3 coming from North America. The Washington Post reports that while backgrounds in American government and politics are the most common, attendees from fields like academia, finance, media have also been included. The conspiracies theory. The level of secrecy surrounding the meeting have given rise to many rumors, including unproven theories that the attendees are behind the creation of the European Union, the invasion of Iraq, and the bombing of Siberia, reports the New York Times. Conspiracy theorists have painted the group as plotting a new world order. Their official website maintains, thanks to a private nature of the meeting, the participants take place as individuals rather than in any official capacity, and hence are not bound by conversations of their office or by pre-agreed positions. Publicly known topics of conversation for the year's meeting are metrics, cybersecurity, and climate change. What happens behind closed doors of these secret societies has caused debate for centuries. What's clear is that they continue to spark the imagination and curiosity of the public in conspiracy theories like the Wizard from TokeTok Radio. So, that is the Wizard's top 5 secret societies in no order from around the world. I love it. So I saw that meeting thing and it's just wild. Like I saw one conspiracy out there about this meeting where it was actually, they are not the new world order, but they are the shadow government. And they just use that as a proxy so they can do their shadow government things. So it's fucking wild to think about all that shit, dude. It's nuts. So I'm trying to find a page so I can get it right, so I'm not talking a lot of bullshit. Going through flipping. Flip. 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 I don't know. I don't know where it is. So anyway, so forget about that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this short episode of After Dark featuring the Wiz. Subject at hand, secret societies. I love it. I'm a big secret society guy. I wish I could be a little bit more in depth, but I just wanted to give a little quick overview of secret societies and what goes through my head about them. Our next After Dark next week is going to be about time travel. I know you guys are loving this time travel thing out there. So definitely time travel next week on TokeTok Radio program After Dark. Sorry, that stuff got me super duper. But anyway, all of the information tonight comes from wikipedia.com. My top 5 information comes from a lovely lady, Jessica Pierce Rottenda, over there at the history.com/new secret societies. Check over there the whole article. From her article, I just took and just placed and stuff like that. The top 5 in no particular order. Basically, it was just my top 5. Again, the runner-up or the honorable mention is the Bohemian Grove. I know I wanted to go a little bit more into them, but the Bohemian Grove is like kind of like old news since they got busted and stuff like that. So I didn't really want to look into that too much. I know everybody needs more. It's still the Freemasons, the Templar, Illuminati, shit like that, shadow government, all that stuff. It's wild. Again, we're going to give a special shout out to Dustoff 420. Thank you for the wedding cake for the show tonight. Love it. Go over there on his Instagram at Dustoff 420 and let him know that TokeTok sent you. Another big shout out goes to my boy over there at Mr. Zaza. Go over there Instagram at Mr. Zaza and let him know that TokeTok sent you. Again, if you want to keep up with our schedule on everything TokeTok Radio. Go over there on Instagram and follow us on TokeTok_radio. And be like all of our old stuff, stuff that's coming out. I put up schedules and stuff like that. Just everything that has to deal with the podcast is on the Instagram. If you just guys want to keep up with that, it's all on the Instagram. If you guys have any questions and want to get in contact with the Wiz, you guys can send an email at TokeTokRadio@outlook.com, and in the subject hand just put what your question is and or what platform you listen to us. Also, all of our platform, if you want to listen to shows just like this, make sure you guys go over there to Spotify, Anchor, Podbean, YouTube, and Rumble. All TokeTok. Spotify.com/TokeTok, Anchor.fm/TokeTok, Podbean.com/TokeTok, YouTube.com, search TokeTok, and Rumble over there at TokeTok Radio. Rumble and YouTube are new, so make sure you guys go over there. Please give a like, a share, and a follow. Would very much appreciate it. Our next show will probably be 420 News on Tuesday, of course, at 8 p.m. Our next TokeTok After Dark will be about time travel. And make sure you guys check out our upcoming creepypasta I have going, How I Became a God, by BT Britain over there on Nosleep Reddit. So hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. And like I said, check out our Instagram at TokeTok_radio. And our Spotify link is right into our profile. Take you right to all of our old, new, everything that's going on with the podcast. Everything's over there on Spotify. Make sure you guys give a follow and give us a review over there on Spotify, please. And until next time, always remember, keep your tinfoil hats and your bowls close. Never know what may happen.